Bum 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 Cloudkill.
Welcome back to episode 18 of the Gaming Pickups. It has been 4 months since I made my last one with the PlayStation VR that I actually already sold. I was just not using it after the first week, and only Resident Evil was the game that I was looking out for to play on PlayStation VR. So I was like, for one game, 400 bucks. No, I sold it for 350, so I have a €50 loss, but it will be much more if I would sell it later on. As you can see, I actually got a couple of PS3 games. Yes, PS1, PS2 from the retro convention. I went in November, November. A lot of these games I got from good deals, and of course are new releases for this year. So let's start off with the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. In the retro gaming convention in November, I bought 7 Samurai. I got Strike Force Hydra. I actually thought it was a really good shmup. It's really bad. It's really bad. And here I finally got Gran Turismo 2. I got all the Gran Turismo games ever made. And this is by far the jewel of this gaming pickup. It cost me a lot of money, but I actually had around €100 spent in the retro game convention, and I just didn't saw anything special. All the cheaper games I already had, so I was really like, you know what, let's just try and find one expensive game that I really want. And of course, The Legend of Dragoon is one of these games, and I finally have it. Holy shit, what is this? More communication with Sonico. Pretty much impossible for me to read. So if you know the visual novel, let me know. Here's also a game that I remembered it, but it's like the action game. It's pretty cool. I actually played it for like 2-3 hours. It reminds me of Yakuza and Way of the Samurai. I think this is a complete edition or whatever. Or no, yeah, I think it's a complete edition. Like all the visual novels, I tried a little bit, pretty much just for the trophies and just checking out what it is. But damn, visual novels are big, like holy shit. Really cheap, I got Battleship, but really cheap. The guy who sold these games also was selling a couple of Western games, and one of them was Battleship. And I was like, you know, if I can get these games with free shipping and Battleship, I will buy them all. And he said, yeah, sure. So I got Battleship pretty much for free. I know it's kind of a bad game, but to be honest, I actually almost beat the game. It's actually quite fun. The game that is fantastic though is the House of the Dead Overkill. My PS3's exclusive collection is almost complete. I only need a couple more RPGs. And one of these is Tears to Tiara 2. And the thing is, these RPGs are still about 30 euros, but we all know that the end of the PS3 is definitely near. And I am really afraid that all of these RPGs are going to be extremely expensive, because that is how it always is. That's all it always is. Look at PSP, a lot of RPGs are being really expensive. PS2, PS1, Super Nintendo, pretty much all the Japanese RPGs that are actually good are pretty expensive. So I am slowly trying to buy all the exclusives I still need, and then I have my first ever complete exclusive collection for one system. I pretty much got them all. And if you want to know the answer, yes, the PS4 already has more. Now on to the PS4, the juggernaut, the king of consoles, the only system who can maybe be as awesome as the PS1 and the PS2. No, the Switch is not going to do that. Okay, first up I got a Japanese import because on Black Friday here in Holland we also have Black Friday now, and the game shop where I pretty much buy all my games also had Black Friday deals, and he had a couple of good ones. One of them was for 15 bucks, or was it 20 bucks, the Idolmaster. This is like sort of a Hatsune Miku game, but then with an entire group. And I think I remember playing it for like a whole weekend. It is actually a lot of fun. The only thing that annoys me is that each time you do a song, you have to do the song again. I don't know why, but it's really annoying. And I remember actually I'm stuck at one of these main events, and after you beat that you get further in the game and you get more options to unlock, more songs to unlock, and I am just totally stuck. I think I actually streamed it. I just couldn't beat the score. It was insane for me actually, at least. Of course I got a couple of indie games because they're really cheap. I got Dex, haven't played it yet. That is pretty much something you're gonna hear a lot. Haven't played it yet. And the one that I did play, Slain, Back from Hell. This is an awesome game. If you love the old school 2D Castlevania, Metroid games, definitely pick this one up. I got Ginger, Beyond the Crystal. Besides the huge frame rate drops in the overall world, this is actually a really good 3D platform game. The developers did say that they patched the game up or are working on a patch to make the frame rate better, and they did apologize actually personally and said that the next game will have a solid frame rate. They just didn't have the money and the time to make this game work pretty much 100%. But still, after you go just into a level, the frame rate is just better. Of course, limited run games have been pumping out games. That's the only word I can think of. They have been pumping out game after game after game, and this year, holy shit, they have announced an amazing lineup of games I need to have. But one of them I got is Shantae Risky Revenge. I didn't get the other one because I was like, there's already a Shantae game you can buy on Amazon, and that is a really annoying sound. Wait up. So that was my wash driver. Is that a wash cleaner or whatever? So Shantae Risky Revenge I got Lone Survivor. It's actually a game I was interested in. I'm still interested in it, but haven't had time to play. Firewatch. I didn't know much about Firewatch. I was like one evening, I'm like, I'm bored, let's play Firewatch, and I beat it in the entire stream. This game is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'm so happy that I got it. One of the games that I bought really cheap on PlayStation Network, and I totally loved it. And I have been bugging this developer for a long time to release a physical copy of the game, and finally Aqua Kitty from Limited Run Games gotten a physical release also on PlayStation Vita. I actually like the box art a lot. I like the back a lot. This game is awesome. A couple of new releases is Curses and Chaos. That's pretty much the newest one I got. I also got The Swindle and the other one, but it's still on its way. I didn't got Action Free or the other ones. So there's a couple of, as I said, on Black Friday there were a couple of really good deals. One of them was finally Dragon Quest. Oh no, that's not true. Dragon Quest Builders I actually got for my birthday from my mom. That is pretty cool. She was like, what do you want to have for birthday? I'm like, well, there's a game I still need. And she's like, oh, what is it? I'm like, oh, Dragon Quest. And she's like, oh yeah, okay, if you order it, I'll just, pay it. I'm like, okay, cool. So I got Dragon Quest Builders. If you know or not know, I stream this a lot. I absolutely love this game. This is a gigantic game. If you love old school Japanese RPGs, if you love Dragon Quest, it kind of plays like Zelda mixed with Minecraft and 3D Game Heroes. This is a fantastic game. I had such a lot of fun playing it, and hopefully one day I will have enough time to play more. That was really cheap, was I think $20 on Amazon, so that's about 18 euros, is Exit Archive. Developed by Tri-Ace, the same developer as Star Ocean, but this game actually is a good game. Well, that's kind of weird because Star Ocean is a good game. I loved it, but for reviews, this is pretty a good game. Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory 2 or Victory 7 or Victory 2 V2, whatever. Played this a lot. I'm definitely loving it. I was playing this game before all the other games came out, and I really wanted to beat it, but Jesus, this is a big game. Also incredible cheap, I got Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator. The new one is coming out this year. It's kind of funny why Capcom is being bashed, that they always create 20 versions of Street Fighter, yet BlazBlue and Guilty Gear, and that is pretty much from Artwork Systems, do the same. They make a lot of Guilty Gear games, a lot of BlazBlue games, and they only just add like 2 or 3 characters. But still, you know I love my physical games, you know I love fighting games, but weirdly I haven't played this one yet. I also haven't gotten the new BlazBlue, just I don't have time. And now we are on to 2017. The floodgates have opened and the tsunami, it's the only word I can describe the amount of games the PlayStation 4 is getting this year. The tsunami of games are just pouring out every freaking week. Resident Evil I still don't have, Digimon I don't have, Kingdom Hearts I don't have, and we got the game this week, we got Horizon, next week we got Nier, April, Dragon Quest, Persona, we're getting East this year. Holy shit, this is almost, in my opinion, the best gaming year ever. Like, I cannot remember any year on PS1 or PS2, and PS3 definitely, that had so many games coming out, one after another. And not only all the Japanese games, the big exclusive, but also the indie games. If you check out my physical master race, you know there's a huge amount of indies coming out, and the next one is going to be even bigger. But the first game I got, and actually the game I should not gotten for the full price, to be honest, even though I paid 42 euros, it was not worth my money. Not because this game is bad, definitely not. It's because there's just not a lot of content here. The game is fantastic, it runs at a 1080p, 60 frames, literally hundreds of enemies on screen. It's just bare bones compared to like a samurai warrior game is Fate, Extella, and the Umbral Star. Oh yeah, actually right, Umbral Star. Great graphics, as I said, 1080p, solid 60 frames, hundreds of characters on screen, likable characters visually. The entire storyline, I have no idea what they're talking about. I just skipped everything. It was way too weird. You really need to know the Fate world to understand the story in Fate Extella. I should have gotten this when it's like 20 bucks, but I was just so hyped for this year that I got it. Now on to the better games. Holy shit. Tales of Berseria came out on PS4 and PC, and absolutely love this game. The world is kind of, not really interesting, to be honest, but the characters, the storyline, the gameplay, the huge amount of mini games you can do, the exploration you can do, it is awesome. Truly awesome. One of the best RPGs as of right now. The game I was so looking out for, but haven't played too much because of the other game that's coming up after this. Played it for about 4 or 5 hours up until I started the game that is coming to be after this, and I really need to play Yakuza 0. And what I have played is absolutely fantastic. Also, I want to mention that each one of these games got more than an 8 on Metacritic. Now, I don't give a flying fuck about reviews. I just want to point it out that also with review-wise, this year is just incredible. And we don't even have to talk about Zelda, of course. We all know the incredible scores it's getting. So Yakuza 0, definitely pick it up if you can search for it. Now the game that I have played the most this year. The game I am so hooked on. And the last game in this list is the one that is not making me want to, or I do want to play Neo, but it's not making me going to play Neo, because I want to beat the one first. But Neo is freaking just phenomenal. That is the word I'm going to describe this game. Phenomenal. It is better than Onimusha. It is better than Dark Souls. It is better than Bloodborne. in my opinion. This is like Onimusha meets Dark Souls, or more like Bloodborne. Onimusha meets Bloodborne meets Diablo in one of the most awesome feudal age Japan settings ever. This game is freaking awesome. You have to buy this game, and I'm so happy and so proud of all of you gamers who got this, that this game sold more than 1 million in 1 week. Victory. It really feels as a Japanese victory. And because of that, mark my words, H-Brand and I have been talking about this. Onimusha is coming back. Mark our freaking words. Gravity Rush 2, the game that I actually really loved and should play more, but for some reason I don't have the feeling, I don't have the urge to play it. I am stuck at some level where you have to stealth. It's like the third last mission in the entire game, and I am so annoyed by that level, I just don't want to go back and play it. Even though Gravity Rush 2 is awesome. The game is fantastic. Definitely. And I will eventually beat the game. There's also free DLC. There's going to be a free expansion pack where you play as Raven, the girl with the black hair. Gravity Rush 2 showcases how you make a game. It runs at a solid frame rate, it looks great, free DLC, no patches, no bugs or anything. Well, there are bugs, but no game-breaking bugs. This is a really finished game. I love Gravity Rush 2, it's really cool. You have to pick it up. Now the big game this year, the big game of the first quarter of 2017 for Sony. The game that's now has a competition. Well, the competition has this game. It's Zelda versus Horizon. I don't know why. They're different games. No one gives a shit that Zelda has been reviewed better than Horizon. There are a couple of bullshit clickbait reviews for Horizon that are totally bullshit, but Horizon Zero Dawn is awesome. The graphics. I am not a graphical whore. I mean, you can see what type of games I play. I am not a graphical whore. But sometimes, I mean, if you look at Uncharted and Killzone, the graphics can make the atmosphere. The graphics in this game are insane. When I played Uncharted 4 and Final Fantasy 15, I was so disappointed with the graphics in Final Fantasy 15, and a lot of gamers were hating on me, on like, this is the best a PS4 can do, it can never be better, you know, weak hardware, that's just because it's a console, PC Master Race, blah 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 blah. And then Horizon came and everyone shut it the fuck up. Horizon does not only run at an almost solid 30 frames. The only time I really saw some frame rate drops is when you're going into a big city. And trust me, that city is gigantic, full of detail. Full of detail. I was actually in my stream saying that this is what I was expecting from Final Fantasy. I was expecting huge maps, interesting locations, awesome, different, and unusual cultures and architecture and cities, beautiful, magical, fantasy-like. We didn't get that in Final Fantasy 15. You get it in Horizon, and the graphics are actually better than Uncharted. And not the facial animations, those are pretty weird, but just the overall look. Holy shit. If you look at my streams, you can see that I was genuinely gushing on the visuals. I'm not talking about, oh my god, they're 20 million real life pixels. I'm talking about the atmosphere, how the world is built. You see this beautiful forest with this mist on it, this eerie, creepy mist, and you see this beautiful landscape, the mountains, and far, far away you see a beautiful city, and then you see this gigantic cyborgs, these gigantic monsters, these machines walking around, and oh my fucking god. Holy, I was not expecting Horizon to not only look this good, to not only beat this gigantic world. This is like 4 times Final Fantasy. This puts Final Fantasy 15 to absolute, utterly to shame. It is stomping on Final Fantasy in a way that no one was expecting. I mean, Square Enix have to look at on Horizon and think, what the hell did we do wrong? How the hell did Guerrilla Games do this? And if Digital Foundry says that Horizon is a technical masterpiece, that even they are like totally amazed that the PS4 can do this, that I, by the way, pretty much predicted years ago that this Uncharted 4 is definitely not the best the PS4 can do. Final Fantasy 15 is not the best. The Witcher 3 is not the best the PS4 can do. But I will tell you that Horizon is pretty much the best you're gonna see for PS4 in an open world game. And we all know that God of War looks even better than Horizon, looks better than Uncharted, but it's not an open world game. Horizon, and we're not only talking about the gameplay, the graphics, the gameplay, it plays so fluid, so fast, it's such a lot of fun. You are actually kind of scared when you're in, you know, in an open world, an open map, and you see this gigantic machine walking around, and you're like, holy shit, how am I going to beat that motherfucker? And I tried, and I didn't beat it. Or you see just a pack of like sort of dinosaurs, and like, Jesus fuck, how am I gonna do it? But you have so many different options to play the game. You can play gun blazing, you can play stealth. Heck, even if you want, you don't have to kill the robots. You can just sneak past by them. And there's so many side quests, so many hidden stuff to find, dungeons to crawl into and get better gear. There's so many different outfits, different weapons. I was not expecting Horizon to be this damn good. I truly was not. And I am super proud that I'm from Holland, and this is a game made in Holland. It is the biggest entertainment project in the history of our country. 15 million euros it cost to make this game, and this game should sell. Tell everyone, if you don't have the game, go play it, go buy it right now. Leave all of these games behind, except for Zelda. I would never tell you that you don't need to buy Zelda. Buy Horizon, buy Zelda, and play these games. Come on, you have to do it. Holy shit, this was a long video. I totally apologize. I went on too long with Horizon, but the game is so good. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And like always, you will see me next time. And in the comments below, did you buy any of these games? And which games are you looking out for 2017? Did you get the Switch? Leave it in the comments below. And like always, you will see me next time.
Cool.
Start level 0, really awesome. This is actually a really